Greetings from Adelaide. Most of you already know from teaching the course Curriculum Development last year at Neame Polytechnic, but for those of you I don't know, I'm John Willison from the School of Education at University of Adelaide here in North Terrace. Now, I'll be coordinating and teaching the Neuroscience and Education course, and what an amazing time to study neuroscience and learning, because there's been such a great expansion of our knowledge just in the last 10 years. We know so much more about learning and the brain. So you'll notice that we're going to be using textbook, Cognitive Neuroscience and the Biology of the Mind, it's called. And this is a 4th edition by Gazzaniga and co-authors that's really current and up to date. And we'll be dipping into that textbook, and in fact I'll be on Friday, so this is the 18th, today is Wednesday, on Friday the 20th I'll be opening up the first essential preparation for this course, which is a reading from the textbook in chapter 12, but a lot of you won't have the textbook yet. I think it hasn't actually arrived, and so I'll be putting a PDF document in there as well. And there's also connected with that some quiz that'll have some multiple choice questions that I'll flag specific page numbers for, and some open field questions. In addition to that, there's already on the discussion board some posts I require you to do as part of preparation, and importantly response to posts. Now those things, the MCQs, the post and responses, are all part of assessment 1, which has got a weighting of 10% overall for participation in those things. And there'll be a second round of that. A week later there'll be a second file open with second cluster of readings and discussion board posts and MCQs. But that means you'll be well into the assessment before we meet face to face. Very importantly, that this will prepare you for a high level of interaction when we meet face-to-face. We'll have a lot of team-orientated learning, a lot of dynamic things. So we'll make sure that neuroscience and education comes alive for you in the classroom, but also that you have time to bring it alive for your students, that you think of actual applications for your teaching context and for your students' learning. So I'll put up more information about the other assessment tasks in my uni as in the next days and weeks. Assessment 2 will be a group-based assessment where you'll actually need to do some preparation to do presentations in class, and then there's some major work that's going to be submitted about 3 weeks after the class finishes towards your major assignments. So I'll be putting the details of the full assessment regime up on Friday in the discussion board, but I thought I'd open now and let you know some things in advance. And I'm very much looking forward to working with you. I enjoyed the time last time, some great outcomes for curriculum design then. Now this is quite a different take, but certainly we want it to be very useful and applicable, so that you walk away feeling that this is something you can really improve your teaching and really drive your students' learning to a deeper level. So I'll reveal more things, including this essential pre-face-to-face reading and quiz on Friday, but feel free to get into the discussion board. I've also made a contribution to the first post, which is all about what brain fact do you know of that actually has already influenced your teaching and your students' learning. So get into that discussion board and throw up ideas that you've got from your own experience, and also remember to respond to someone else's comments, something that really triggers some ideas for you and think might be a really good idea. So all the best, and we'll see you soon.